Hello, and welcome back to Liz's Supernatural Spectacular Show. I just watched episode 3 of Supernatural Soul Survivor. So this is one of my favorite episodes of the season. It's so good. Everyone is amazing in it. Jensen Ackles does a great job with Dean. Jared Padalecki, of course, being great with Sam. Everyone does a great job. Um, so this is the episode that is central to Sam curing Dean as a demon, and it's so great. It's so great. So, last episode we ended off with Sam bringing Dean back to the bunker, and now we are at the bunker, and Sam is trying to cure Dean, and the only way to do that is with purified blood. So Sam has Dean in a chair with handcuffs, injecting Dean with this blood. And Dean brings up what Sam did to look for him over these few months, and we find out that Lester, the man that Dean killed last episode, um, or was that the first episode? Sorry, that's last episode. Sam convinced Lester to sell his soul so that Sam could contact a Crossroads demon. And Dean was saying how it was so horrible. I know what you did to find me. This is horrible. I really didn't think it was that bad. I mean, he didn't mean for Lester to actually sell his soul. He just did it, and he tried to stop it before, but he couldn't. So then he tortures a demon to try and find Dean. I mean, not that bad. It's a demon. Um, so then we find out that Crowley is having trouble down in hell. Some people are questioning his authority. And we also find out that Crowley is getting updates on Castiel, see how he's doing with his stolen grace. Um, and Cass is getting really weak. His grace is fading. And they're in the middle of nowhere and they get attacked by an angel. Um, and he can't fight back. So back at the bunker, Dean is emotionally torturing Sam. He's bringing back things that happened in the past, saying how I'm not your brother, this family was never important to me. And Sam's comebacks are great. So in the beginning, Dean's like, Sammy, you know I don't like shots. And Sam says, well, I don't like demons, and shoots him up with the blood. And that was funny. And then Dean was talking about how as a big brother, he's always hated trying to um, save Sam all the time. And he says, um, I've had to pull your lame ass out of the fire so many times, or something like that. And Sam goes to grab an injection of demon blood, and Dean says, is this your way of manning up? And Sam says back, this is me yanking your lame ass out of the fire. So I thought that was really good. Really good lines. Okay, so back at the gas station where Cass and Hannah had to stop and they were attacked by the angel. This angel tries to kill Hannah and Cass, and Crowley saves them and takes the angel's grace and gives it to Cass. So now Cass is, um, he's healthier now, but I mean, it's still stolen grace, so it's not gonna last. Um, and then there was a part where I felt really sad, and it's a part where Sam finds a bunch of old pictures of Dean and him and Bobby and his mom and dad, and it was very nostalgic. I really like that part. Uh, so while Sam's out, looking at these photos, Dean escapes because, I mean, he's less a demon. He's less of a demon, and now he can get out of the handcuffs and get out of the demon trap. And he tries to kill Sam, but Sam refuses to kill Dean because he doesn't want to kill his brother. So Cass finally arrives to the bunker when Sam asked him to, like hours ago, right in time because Cass puts Dean into an angel hug and traps Dean. I took a screenshot of it. Here it is. Um, I mean, it looks looks kind of funny. I was like, All right, I mean, if that's the best way. Um, and so they end the episode with Dean being cured. He's back to normal. He's Dean. And but then they bring up that he still has the mark of Cain, so he may not be 100%. But Sam's like, we'll deal with it later, one thing at a time. And at the end of the episode, the very end of the episode, a new villain is introduced, and there's this woman, a woman with red hair, and she's sitting in like a hotel room, and the bellboys are on the ceiling. So we're gonna have to deal with her later in the season. So I'm gonna have to disagree with TV Fanatic and IMDb this episode because they gave this episode from TV Fanatic an editor rating of 4.4 out of 5 and a user rating of 4.3 out of 5. What? Oh my gosh, it's gone down. And then IMDb gave it an 8.7 out of 10. I love this episode. I give this episode a 9. I give it a 9 out of 10. I love this episode. I don't know. I guess you can't always agree, but yeah, I give this episode a 9 out of 10 this week. All right, so next episode is Paper Moon, and I will see you after that. All right, I'm back. I just watched Paper Moon. It wasn't a great episode. I didn't really enjoy it. There's not much to it. It was uh kind of going back to hunting, and that's a good thing. They're back on the road. And the best part about it was the beginning where they were sitting in front of a lake or a beach or something, and they were in these fold-out lawn chairs and drinking beer and had their sunglasses on, and it was nice. And Dean had to convince Sam to go on a hunt. Uh, so in this episode, they're hunting a werewolf, and they find out that it is someone that they had let go before from a previous episode because she said that she wasn't going to eat anyone, she wasn't going to cause any trouble. And we find out that it's actually her sister causing all the trouble, eating all these people, killing all these people. Um, so yeah, I mean, it was sort of a normal hunt. Not that interesting. Not. Um, so uh, the TV Fanatic and IMDb agree with me. It's not as good as the other ones. Editor rating from TV Fanatic was a 4 out of 5, and the user rating was a 3.8 out of 5. And then IMDb gave this episode a 7.4 out of 10. I'm going to give this episode a 5 out of 10. I didn't really enjoy it that much. I remember when I watched it when it aired, I was like, that's this week's episode. um, so yeah, I mean, nothing super notable. Yeah. Thank you for watching. I hope you join me next episode of Liz's Supernatural Spectacular Show, where I will be reviewing the 200th episode of Supernatural Fanfiction, episode 5. And then after that, I will be reviewing Ask Jeeves, and it'll be a really good one. Bye!